as free as the wind blows. You remember that song?
Mm,
You remember that song?
why would I remember this song?
Berlin Boyd's thing is berlinboyd at gmail.com. Send him an invoice for the 35 1750 this Friday, 1750 next week, next Friday. All right, social media peoples, come on into the house.
Which Remington? Okay,
What you said?
not yet.
Well, get me going, Miss T.
I was just trying to make sure I wasn't missing it.
Yeah, cause you know you.
Look, don't start none on
Oh,
people.
the intro is playing, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's do this motherfucking thing. What we talking about? Why don't you motherfuckers just wait till I start talking? And just when you thought it was safe, it is absolutely, positively not. And good Wednesday evening to you. Welcome again to still the most controversial television talk show anywhere in America, anywhere on the planet, anywhere in the universe. The Thaddeus Matthews Show. And thanks to each and every one of you for joining me here on this evening, and especially to our new viewers over in central Arkansas, around Little Rock, around Hope, Arkansas, around Hot Springs. Thank you so very much for partaking of stimulating, controversial information. And I can assure you that tonight's subject is one that is truly going to be of a controversial nature. On last night, as we were going off the air, I spent about 20-25 minutes speaking with a white gentleman over in Hot Springs, Arkansas. That was a very interesting conversation. Even though it got somewhat off of what I was originally talking about in the Amber Geiger case, which I'm not even dealing with tonight, because the white man opened up some trains of thought in my mind. Um, Somebody said, "Why you gotta be? You about to get put off the damn page?" And I said something else. Just said something else, and you gonna be put off the page. Why you gotta be one? Because I called you one, and you're on my page. Okay, simple as that. Um, but he opened up some things, and he opened up a train of thought, and I think it's something that is wise for conversation. I want to deal with a subject tonight that is going to maybe irritate some people, especially some whites in central Arkansas, because they're not used to a black man saying some of the things that I'm going to say, or some of the things that I do say. First of all, let me say this. I'm black. Can y'all tell? I'm black. I've been black 62 years, damn near 63. I have lived long enough to be a nigger, to be colored, to be Afro-American. What was the next thing we was? African American. Spook and a coon. I've lived through all of that. Being born in 1957, I was born in an era of segregation. I've seen integration, even though I think that one of the greatest detriments of blacks in America was the busing program and the integration of schools. I think that civil rights, the marching, the protesting was fine. But we marched to go to the bathroom that the white people go to. We marched to be able to sit at the counter and get a hamburger that the white people were eating. We marched to be in the company of white folk. But we did not march to economically empower ourselves. We wanted to live next door to the white people. That's fine. That's fine. But what did we do to liberate ourselves? As I look across black America now, we are a bitter people. Not bitter at white folk. We ain't bitter with white folk. We love white folk. Oh, we love us some white people. We are bitter with ourselves. Racism does exist. It's still here. Racism is alive and well. In speaking with the white gentleman last night from over in Arkansas, in an area of Arkansas, Hot Springs, Arkansas, ain't but a few of us. You're not gonna see many of us, probably ain't no NAACP chapter in Hope, Arkansas. But as we get into our conversation and I tried to educate the white brother, he kept throwing Jesus Christ into it. I love you with the love of Jesus. That's fine. And I had to share with him that even though we accept the name Jesus, if we just really historically pronounced his name correctly, his name is Yahshua. There was no letter J in the Greek or the Hebrew language 2019 years ago. Was not. In fact, the name Jesus or the name Yahshua was a common name. In fact, when you read, and if you're theologically versed, you will find that there were 5 Jesuses in the Bible, and even the name Joshua, like in Brown, was a transliteration of the word Jesus. The white man got somewhat perturbed when I said, what color is Jesus? Jesus ain't got no color. That's what the white man said to me. And I'm not disturbed with the brother because as a white man, that's what he thinks. He can't tell me that even though the book of Revelation says he got hair like lamb's wool, he got feet like polished brass, he got eyes like balls of fire. That white man who, I think he said he was 69 years old, could not grasp the fact that Jesus is black. He could not grasp the fact that the archaeologists, and you know them white folk go out there digging them from them bones, looking for the dinosaurs and things. He could not grasp the fact that the archaeologists, white people, smart white people, been to school white people, said that the Garden of Eden, where life is said to have started, was found to be in a place called Ethiopia. Ethiopia is in a place that we call Africa. Okay? It's in a place that we call Africa. Don't worry, Nina, as soon as I go on break, they will all be gone. Africa. It's been proven that Solomon was black. Cleopatra, even though, what's that actress name? Elizabeth Taylor played Cleopatra. Cleopatra was a black woman. Then I got to thinking about what the man was saying. So I thought I'd deal with it. Because what we're going to do to bring us back together again, what is we going to do to unify all the people? It ain't about race. And that's what white people want to say. White people want to say it's not about race, and it's always about race. He hit me with the thing about the government benefits, and I had to hit him back with the fact that there are more white people in America with the EB&T card on the Section 8 receiving government benefits than there are black people. Well, we move from that. But he could never admit that Jesus, this Christianity thing, is a product of racism. So tonight, I want to deal with the subject, if you will. Do white racists justify their racism with the Bible? Do white folk justify being bigots? Not to say all you white folk bigots, some of y'all ain't. But does the white man in America, you Trumpanites, those of you who cannot accept me as a black man even being on TV, what that nigger doing on the TV, talking the way he bees are talking. Back 50 years ago, we are strong a nigger like that up by a tree and have ourselves a picnic. And I do want you to know, when you use the term picnic, you are feeding into racism, because the term picnic comes from the gathering of white people with their little baskets, with the little trays of food, and to celebrate their events of eatery, they would pick a nigger to hang from a tree. That's where the term picnic comes from. Jesus was not, or Yahshua was not, a Christian. Thaddeus, are you denouncing Christianity? I'm denouncing that I don't go with the concept of what has been taught to black folk all of these years, that Christianity is it. I'm a spiritualist at this point. I'm a spiritualist. I believe in the awesomeness of God, but I have some issues and some problems with some of the scriptures that white folk have used for over 400 years to justify racism and slavery. Would you believe that most of these white supremacist organizations are based on Christianity? I'm going to deal with that tonight. That's what I want to deal with tonight, if you will. Do white racists justify their racism with the Bible? I'm going to open up the phone lines, and I'm hoping that some white person will call. I'm not trying to debate you, but I am trying to educate you and inform you of what it's all about. I'm going to deal with some facts. I did some work today, or Dale did some work for me today. And I want to deal with just giving you some facts, white people. See, it bothers me when I hear white folk, when we're talking about racism. I got a black friend. Okay. Why do white folks say that? Are you trying to make me feel comfortable with you, or are you trying to make you feel comfortable in my presence by saying you know somebody black? Okay. I am not a racist. I don't hate white people. I demand the same thing from white people that I demand from black. All you gotta do is respect me and pay me. That's all. Respect me and pay me. Pay me for the work that I do if I'm doing something for you, and respect me as a man. Not a black man, but if you got respect for me, you're gonna treat me just like a man. Okay. So I want maybe some of you white brothers and sisters over in Arkansas to be prepared to call me tonight. I'm just gonna give you some facts tonight. Okay? Now, before I go to the commercial break, let me say this. I met by way of phone with Mr. Berlin Boyd, who's running for in the runoff for City Council District 7. I'm going to be picking up a check. Praise Jesus. Ooh, glory. I've had conversation with Mr. Sherman Greer. They gonna get me a check. Let me say this to Rhonda Logan and Michael and Easter Thomas. Don't let your political strategist, because of his maybe not dislike for me, might not accepting him as a kingpin. Don't let that make you not know what the right thing to do. Right thing for you to do, Rhonda Logan and Michaelin, is to do business with me, because those that I advertise for, I work for them. I stay neutral in cases where I got two candidates most times, unless I just find some stuff out. And in doing some research today, I did, do some things that did some work. You have to pay me. This business of politics is all about getting paid. I spoke with Berlin. Those y'all that's mad at him, that's y'all. I don't care. I don't care. Because had those of you who live in that district really cared, you would have demanded that 7 people not get in that race. So what you think of me supporting it, I'm supporting whoever brings advertising to the Thaddeus Matthews Show. This is the Thaddeus Matthews Show is owned exclusively by me. The Thaddeus Matthews Radio Show, where I play the blues, is owned 100% by me. The network that I'm on is not owned by me, but is owned by Debbie McClellan, and it's black owned. Okay? Now, many of you don't support black business because you are under that misconception that black folk can't do it right. There is no other black television network in all of this region. We're on Xfinity, Comcast, whatever you want to call it, in this Memphis market. Now we are on channel 18 in the Little Rock area. First of the year, we planning on going with a nationwide cable. We ain't playing, so I can't play. I'm about my munties, plain and simple. Nothing but about business. This is a business, okay? So Michaelin and Rhonda, y'all need to think for yourself. Don't let State Representative Touche Parkinson think for you. And Touche, you told some folk you threw some crumbs at me, and $1,500 is some crumbs. Okay? You gave me $1,500 for your little, what's the thing called? Block party for peace. Then you didn't show up here on the air like you scheduled. Now I understand why, but it's all right. You can't throw crumbs at me. Mr. Berlin Boyd is paying my set fee. Mr. Sherman Greer is paying my set fee. I am on a station that has the capacity of reaching here in the Mid-South area over 350,000 households on a nightly basis. I've got social media that reaches thousands. I got a radio show that reaches thousands in the morning time. I'm the only black man in this region that is unbought and unpaid for in media. I do what the hell I want to do. I say what I want to say. And I'll say what I need to say and want to say about your candidates. I will do the research. Let me give you a prime example of how I do my research, state representative. In checking out some things, I'm just checking out some things. There's your client, one of your clients, and I'm sure you know which one, has multiple federal tax liens. At least 6, 7, 8 federal tax liens at 2 or 3 different addresses. Yeah, I saw the Bartlett address. Yes, I saw the Cordova address. Yes, I saw the new mortgage in the Raleigh area. But it makes me wonder if you've got all tax liens, which means you ain't paid the government. Do we really need you in office? I'm sure, Touche, you know which candidate that you're representing, since you're representing both of the females in it. I'm sure you know which ones represent. Then the question also becomes, with one of your candidates, where did she come from? What's her history? I've never heard of her till a few months ago. What is her history? Why should the people of North Memphis or District 7 vote for her? And we don't know her history. What has she been involved in? Yeah, y'all got some things that you want to say about Berlin Boyd, and Berlin Boyd has done some things that I've talked about. And he know I'll still talk about him if he's reelected. But look like in this race, I'm about to go with the devil I know instead of the devil that Touche Parkinson, state representative, is trying to create. Touche, I'm sorry. We can't allow you to become the kingpin. We've had our kingpins and in this political arena before. And, you know, you handling these young ladies exclusively, and even when Ricky Pete bows down and says, I ain't gonna be no part of it, some gotta be wrong. Some gotta be wrong. But I got the conversations from two people yesterday, excluding Ricky. I just called Ricky after I got these calls about you don't really like me, but you have to deal with me. And that you threw some money at me because you thought I might be quiet. $1,500 don't excite me in the least. But it's all right. I like you. I like you, your children, if you got some, your wife, everybody. I like everybody. I like everybody. I got the love of Jesus, like the white man said last night. I got the love. Who on the? Huh? The white man? He on the? Mr. White Man, I like to engage in conversation with you a little bit. But I, just like the white man said, I got the love of Jesus for all of you politicians. But don't play crazy with me. Don't play crazy with me. Miss Michaelin, Miss Rhonda, y'all need to call me. Y'all need to spend some dollars with me on this black show. How y'all gonna spend money with just the white media and you ain't gonna spend no money with the black owned media, the only free media in the county, in this whole city, county area, and you want black folk to vote for you? Something's mighty wrong. Maybe, Rhonda, you need to go to the church and ask your daddy, Pastor Holloway, to raise an offering. Some, what they call it, the benevolent offering. Be real benevolent with me. All right? All right, I'm just telling you. I ain't turning no political dollars down. But here's what I am going to do. And then I'm going to break because I want to get back into this. This is going to be heavy. I'm going to do, I haven't did a sales promotion all summer. I think the last time I did a promotion for sales and to help black businesses and anybody's businesses was back in March. Here's what I'm going to do. This is for tomorrow and Friday only. The Christmas season is coming up. The holiday season is coming up. And the reason that many of you don't make no money is you don't believe in advertising. Y'all think with 20 friends or 100 friends on Facebook, you a sensation. I got thousands on Facebook. I've got 160,000 on Instagram. I forget how many I got on YouTube. On social media last year, over 1 million people, way over 1 million people watch me. I go viral at least once a month. That little thing that we did with that idiot that was in here 2 or 3 weeks ago, that thing is is up with 1.9 million people. Thousands of people are watching me. So you need to advertise. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make it real affordable for you. Is that the word, affordable? I'm gonna make it real affordable for you. For $2,000, I'm gonna give you 2 spots a night on this TV show, which is also being streamed on Facebook. I'm gonna give, for $2,000, I'm gonna run you to the very end of the year. Let me show you what else I'm gonna do. If you got your $2,000 cash tomorrow or Friday, I'm gonna give you the radio show absolutely free. Absolutely free. Absolutely free. I'm gonna give you 2 spots a day on the radio show until the end of the year. So that's 2 spots on TV per night all the way till the end of the year, and 2 spots on the radio all the way to the end of the year. Plus, you're going to be on social media for $2,000. Somebody going to say, well, Thaddeus, what you got for $1,000? Well, for $1,000, I'll do some reads. That means you won't be visual. See, these visual commercials, these produced commercials, I'm talking about for the 2,000. I'm going to give you a read commercial on the TV if you ain't got but 1,000, or I'll give you a read commercial on the radio if you ain't got nothing but 1,000. And I'm so kind that you said, Thaddeus, look, I ain't gonna have all the money this week. Can I give you $500 down? I'm gonna take your $500. I'm gonna let you put a commercial in the laneway. I'm gonna tote the note on your TV commercial. You got to call me tonight, tomorrow, or Friday. I got to have some money in my hands by Friday. You call me on the TV number 231-9239. Don't call me if you ain't got no money. Okay, we ain't got nothing to discuss. This is not for people that's already currently advertising. These are brand new people. You got a grocery store, you got a restaurant, you got a clothing store. Y'all see how much money I used to make M&K? You crazy if you don't advertise. And me and him would still be doing business right now if he hadn't accused me of cheating him. I ain't got to cheat you for what he was paying me. No. And he'd been on the air. And if he got his monies together, he can come back. I ain't turning no monies down. I'm sorry. I ain't turning. If he got his monies together, he can come back. Get him some real advertising on a real TV show that made him thousands of dollars, that he was able to open 2-3 stores because he was advertising on this show. Moses know my number. All he got to do is call me. And with a check in hand, we can let bygones be bygones. Ain't that right, Dale?
That's right.
If you got a check in your hand, bygones can be bygones. I won't bring it up. You don't bring it up. We cut you a commercial, and you're back on. It's just so simple. Y'all tell Moses he can get back on there for Christmas time, because I sell him a lot of sweaters and coats and things, and during the winter time for 3 years. Okay? Call me. I want to advertise your business. This is black owned. Help a black brother out. You politicians, Rhonda, Michaelin, y'all need to call the bear. Call the bear. And I'm going to take care of you. If you don't, it's, I have to do what I have to do for those that appreciate my abilities and that appreciate a black man having a black TV show. Those of you over in Arkansas, y'all can advertise. If you coming over here, no, not likely. But we can talk on the phone, and y'all can cash app me my monies and PayPal my monies, and we gonna be all right. Okay? All right. Let's take it. I talked down to my period of time. And it's the white man you said is on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
How you know it's him?
Because he done made sure you knew it was him.
What is his name on here?
It is, hold on.
I can't see it. Tell him I'm gonna want him to call me tonight. And if he got some more white friends, I want little brother. I just want to educate white people, because y'all need educating. Because see, y'all still believe that lie that Columbus discovered America. Y'all do. Y'all believe Columbus. Who discovered America? They told us that lie forever. Who discovered America? Columbus. How Columbus gonna discover something that was already here, and the Indians was already here? And y'all messed over the Indians. I want you to know, white people, y'all messed over the Indians. Y'all took their land and then gave them a damn turkey. Didn't even have no sweet potato pies back at that time. All right, let me take my Steelers cap off, cause I'm finna turn up the heat. Ooh, this, boy, my head's so smooth. Damn, boy. All right, okay. Uh, let's take a commercial break. Those of you that need, oh, let me give y'all the number, the advertiser's number, 231-9239. Say when I use on TV, call me after I go off the air on tonight, 231-9239. Now, Rundle and Michael, Touche gonna tell y'all not to advertise on this show. Stupid is as stupid does. That's all I got to say. Y'all need to advertise. This is for tomorrow through Friday. $2,000 through the end of the year. You can't beat that. Call the white folk and see if the white folk in prime time can give you this deal. They're gonna tell you you lost your damn mind. And I'm gonna let you give me $500 down tomorrow, or give me $500 down on Friday. It absolutely ends on Friday. All right, let's take a commercial break. Then when we come back, do white racists justify their racism with the Bible? We'll be right back. All right, let me go through here and see who needs to be gone. I'm sure you've already set them up for who needs to be gone. Did they cut the L off tonight? I don't feel no L. Jill, did you go to cut that L?
I did not.
I'm hot.
You got on all that stuff.
Queen Supreme, they say you've been bad, so you gotta go. Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go. Let's see if we can find Creole. Who y'all having to go back to so many people? Is that the Gremlin Creole woman that needs to go? Yep, it's all about the Benjamins. Ain't nothing else but about the Benjamins. I'll catch y'all again. I'm gonna have to watch this a little bit closer. Oh, she all right? Okay. Why you worried about my tongue, coupon dealer? It's a powerful tool. You like my tongue, Selena? It make you move from Florida, girl. Be nice, Pastor. Be nice. Ooh, it's hot in here. Can the pastor get some air? What you said, Liddell? Y'all need to join me for the blues. Look, y'all can go to my, wait a minute, let me see it. Y'all can go to my profile page and go to that link tree in the morning at 6 a.m. Central and connect to the, what's that, TuneIn app. See, go, hell, y'all can't see it there. Go to my profile page, go to the link tree, and one of the links that I got on here, hell, wait a minute. Dale, did I put it in right?
What is saying?
It said the link you followed may be broken or the page may have been removed. Go back to Instagram. How did it happen?
I don't know.
Can you fix it, Dale? How you gonna have to fix it?
First, you have to go on Instagram and see what's going on.
I'm on Instagram.
Push the button.
See, you acting like I'm stupid or something. I can read too.
Good
I
job.
went to Manassas.
Good job. I don't know what that is.
So we have to do it in the office line. Okay.
'Cause I don't have it on my phone.
Yeah, Liddell, you're right. I am the king of playing the blues. Who wants to know if I'm a real pastor? Bring your motherfucking ass to Memphis and come to the church.
Till pay some tithes and see.
And bring some tithes and offerings with you. You got your hooks in me? Well, I went back and played some old school this morning. I guess you got your hooks in me. Well, I am the Robin. You can't believe this? Then bitch, bye. Go crawl back up in your mama's asshole and be the turd that you are, baby. Bye. Let the church say amen, amen, and amen again.
10 seconds.
All right. Let me get deep. Let me get philosophical.
3, 2.
I want to see you at the show, the Black Friday Blues Show. Go ahead on and get your tickets. You can go by DMC. Go by DMC, get your tickets. 62 Fairway at 3rd. You can also go to Sherrod's up north at 3666 North Watkins. The VIP tickets, which are $60 a piece, you can only get at the church. Only at the church. I'm thinking also, brothers, I'm gonna take Erector to these 2 locations too. Okay, I'm thinking I'm gonna do that probably by the weekend, so you'll be able to make sure that your things get hard. Okay. Somebody said Thaddeus Tyler Perry is going to have to get you in one of his movies. Yes, I think it is working on yours. Well, what I do on mine?
I don't know. Did you refresh?
Did I refresh? Refresh yourself.
Expressing.
It ain't doing it right on my page. It's on your page. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. They say, you know, in Hollywood, you can't speak out against racism. Okay. I don't know. Let me share something with you. And again, this comes from the white gentleman I spoke with on last night, and which made me want to do this. Hate groups and the Bible. A hate group is one that holds beliefs or practices that attack or malign an entire class of people, typically for their immutable characteristics. In this country, there are 939 hate groups currently operating, many are of which are religiously driven. There is no denying that fanatical religious belief can be a breeding ground for hate, for violence, and bigotry. When the beliefs that defines one's entire world are threatened, ideologues will often do all that is necessary to preserve it. James Wickstrom, a Christian minister and radio talk show host who often calls for the extermination of Jews in his sermons. Wickham has an extensive criminal history, has been preaching his hatred since the 70s, and Thomas Rod is another hate group ringleader. A Christian Identity Church pastor and longtime leader of the Knights of the Ku Klux Klan, Rod preaches the preservation and grand authority of the white race over others. And I just pulled out some hate groups, some white racist organizations that base themselves and their foundation on Christianity. Then you have the Kingdom Identity Ministries is one of the largest suppliers of so-called Christian identity material that presents a racist interpretation of Christianity. Their mission is to preserve the white race. They encourage white women to reproduce only within their race and encourages the superiority of the white male, as they say, is interpreted from Scripture. Then you got the American Promise Ministries. It's a congregation that relies strongly on the literal interpretation of the Bible. This church also insists that Jesus was white and believes that all greatness achieved in the United States is attributed to the work of the white race and none other. Several members of this congregation have committed violent acts of terrorism and murder, including abortion clinic bombings, bank robberies, and shootings. There are extreme religious movements emerging in the United States that strongly oppose LGBTQ rights, minority rights, racial equality, and gender equality. Now let's deal, okay? Let's deal with white supremacy and the Bible. Lawrence Blanchard, who has a master's in divinity, wrote in What the Bible Says About White Supremacy. White people are superior to the other races as expressed in their culture and civilization, only because they were made in the image of God. They are the descendants of biblical Israel, and their God has ordained that they be elevated above all other people for the sake of his kingdom. Deuteronomy 10:14 through 15. Behold, to the Lord your God belong heaven and the highest heavens, the earth and all that is in it. Yet on your fathers did the Lord set his affection to love them, and he chose their descendants after them even you above all people, as it is this day. The blessing of supremacy and God's choosing Israel was rooted in God's love for their fathers, for Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Deuteronomy 26:18-19, it states, the Lord has today declared you to be his people, a treasured possession, as he promised you, and that you should keep all his commandments, and that he will set you high above all nations which he has made, for praise, fame, and honor, and that you shall be a consecrated people to the Lord your God, as he has spoken. This is some of what is taught in white churches, in white supremacy groups. That's the reason the white man last night could not accept the fact that Jesus, in his earthly form, was a black man. Could not be that white boy y'all got hanging on your wall. That ain't Jesus. Who was around to take a picture of Jesus? I remember, I'm old enough to remember the Polaroid camera. Dale, I don't know whether you're old enough to remember. We had this little camera. You flip the thing open, you stick a cartridge in it. Close it, went bam. You could take a picture, and right now, you could get the picture. Who was around to take Jesus' picture? Nobody. But history tells us that that white boy y'all got hanging on the wall, his name is Caesar Borgia. He was the homosexual lover of Michelangelo, who painted the picture. Lord, so you mean to tell me that Jesus, that y'all got hanging up in the white people's church, some of the black people's church too, because some black folk will get mad if you tell them Jesus ain't white. Woo! They be ready to cuss you out. They can beat the cussing pastor. You mean to tell me, Thaddeus, that white boy with the blonde hair, the blue eyes, was a homosexual? That's what history says. White folk have this bad theology. The cross has been turned into a swastika. A symbol of love can become a weapon. The icon of redemption can become an instrument of terror. Some of the most horrifying things in history have happened in the hands of Christians with poisonous theology. It's what happened with Hitler and the Holocaust. It was the case with slavery and the lynching of black folk in the United States. It's the story of the Ku Klux Klan. It's behind the abortion bombers and the acquisition of the Crusades. And it's bad theology that is being used to justify white supremacy today. Bad theology is dangerous. Bad theology gets people killed. The KKK website overtly puts out hatred, but theology is behind it. The Ku Klux Klan say that they are Christians. That's what they say. But their entire website is sprinkled with how God blessed their activities, how God blessed the white man to lynch the black man, how down in Florida they used to throw babies into the swamps for sport. They would take a black baby and throw it out to the alligators. Y'all know. Let me deal with some scripture. Let me do it. White supremacy doesn't always wear a hood and carry a Confederate flag. That is, you ain't gonna go with all the Bible says? No, I'm not. Damn, preacher. You mean you're not gonna go with everything that the Bible says? No, I'm not. I can't go with 1 Peter 2:18. Slaves, in a reverent fear of God, submit yourselves to your masters, not only to those who are good and considerate, but also to those who are harsh. 1 Timothy 6:1. All who are under the yoke of slavery should consider their masters worthy of full respect, so that God's name and our teaching may not be slandered. No, can't go with that. Colossians 3:22. Slaves, obey your earthly masters in everything, and do it not only when their eye is on you and to curry their favor, but with sincerity of heart and reverence for the Lord. Can't go with that. Deuteronomy 23:15. Masters, provide your slaves with what is right and fair, because you know that you also have a master in heaven. Deuteronomy 23:15. If a slave has taken refuge with you, do not hand them over to their master. Ephesians 6:5. Slaves, obey your earthly masters with respect and fear and with sincerity of heart, just as you would obey Christ. Now I get some out here, $1 million. I'm reading what the word says. You said it means bondsman. No, I'm reading what it says. I can't go along with what it says. Okay? I can't go along with what you're saying, $1 million. Ephesians 6:9. And masters, treat your slaves in the same way. Do not threaten them, since you know that he who is both their master and yours is in heaven, and there is no favoritism with him. Exodus 21:2. If you buy a Hebrew servant, he is to serve you for 6 years, but in the 7th year he shall go free without paying anything. Exodus 21:7. If a man sells his daughter as a servant, she is not to go free as male servants do. Titus 2:9-10. And Instagram, I'm sorry, y'all, phase it out. I'll bring it right back. Titus 2:9-10. Teach slaves to be subject to their masters in everything, to try to please them, not to talk back. Ooh, Jesus. Not to talk back to them, and not to steal from them, but to show that they can be fully trusted, so that in every way they will make the teaching about God, our Savior, attractive. These are, and there's some more, these are the scriptures that the slave masters used to indoctrinate Christianity into the black man. Into the black man, into the black man. We believe in a supreme being even in Africa. We believe in a supreme being. But when the black man came to America, not on his own, because his people will sold them out. And please understand that the slave masters did not arbitrarily take the black man. They came and gave trinkets to the chiefs, and the chiefs gave up you. In other words, white folk been buying niggas a long time. It didn't just start with politics. It didn't just start with the black preacher. It started years ago. So when I hear white folk want to tell me about your Jesus, you want to tell me that your Jesus, it does not matter what color it is. It's got to matter what color Jesus happens to be. Since you said he is both human and divine. First of all, I want to take you even deeper, white people. The first black preacher was not called by God. That is. The first black preacher was called by the white man who was indoctrinating, who was programming Christianity into the slaves. Love your master. You were indoctrinated to be a docile people. You were indoctrinated to love white folk and not trust your black brother. Young boy, you're gone. That's the reason we don't like each other now. That's the reason we don't do business with each other now. We have been taught not to like each other. We have a hatred. We have a hatred for each other. That is a programming that took place that all of us have not been freed from. There are many of us who don't want to be free. You don't want truth. Scripture says, doesn't it? Know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. You are bound as long as you believe the lies that the white man has placed in your mind and in your heart. Let me go back to this. The black preacher was called not by God, but he was called by your white master. The slave that was preaching, they gave him some chicken. Read this history. The black preacher that was preaching to the slaves couldn't read. Couldn't read. Couldn't read at all. So the black preacher was programmed by his white master as to what to say to the slaves. Let me give you something else. You will find that throughout America, you have the missionary Baptist church. Why is it that only black churches are the missionary Baptist church? You don't find no white churches that are missionary Baptists. Can I teach tonight? It's because the churches that were started on the plantation were mission churches. That's the reason. The white man saw you as a mission. They sent white missionaries to indoctrinate black folk with this Jesus that only is opposed to be for the white man. They didn't give the black preacher the part where he got hair like lamb's wool, feet like polished brass, eyes like balls of fire. That was not given to the black man because the black man may have said, I got some kinky hair. My hair just like lamb's wool. Am I like Jesus? I know this. I know this heavy. I know this is deep. You became subservient to a boxed in religion. God has no religion. Jesus, Yahshua, has no religion. God, just God, all by himself. I believe in his awesomeness, but I cannot accept everything that the King James Version of the Bible gives us. I can't accept it. We are taught in church, in Sunday school, to believe only the 66 books. We know nothing about the lost books, the books of Eden, the Apocrypha. We don't know that because the white man told you only to believe this. This is all you need to believe. If it ain't in this book, these 66 books by King James, who also wrote on demonology. He wrote about demons as well. Check your history. King James wrote about demons just like he wrote his version, what he wanted you to have. That's what it means, version, King James Version. He gave you what he wanted you to have. But he messed up and let a Negro like me read. Because I've been taught all of my life that the King James Version was all that we were supposed to know. Then I messed around and picked up the King James Version of the Bible. Ain't no Bible in here, but I think I know it well enough to take you to the book of John. Read it when you get home. That's what they say on Sunday morning. The book of John, the last chapter of John, and the last verse in the book of John. It says that if everything that Jesus did had been written in books, that there would not be enough books on the earth to hold it. Jesus did more than what you read about. When I go back and I read the lost books of the Bible, I find that Jesus, in the book of infancy, in the lost books of the Bible, talks about Jesus as a little boy performing a miracle. Well, how Jesus gonna perform a miracle? Y'all ever heard of Superman? He faster than a speeding bullet, more powerful than a locomotive, able to leap tall buildings in a single barrel. Look up in the sky. It's a bird, it's a plane, it's Superman. Came from the planet Krypton. His daddy's name was Jor-El. He was a little baby on the planet Krypton. They put him in a rocket ship. They sent him to Earth. As a little boy, he had superpowers. He could fly as a baby boy. Y'all in this house with me tonight. He had all, he was strong even as a baby boy. So what makes you think that Jesus, who traveled down through 42 generations, born in another man's stable, ate at another man's table, rode on another man's coat. What makes you think that little boy Jesus didn't have power since he was the Son of God? The little boy Jesus had some powers, but the King James Version don't give us that. No. White people over in Oxford, y'all in awe right now, aren't you? That nigga know too much. I'm just trying to inform you. That's the reason the brother didn't want to deal with me on the fact that Jesus ain't a white boy. No. Can I give y'all some of that? I engage in the Missionary Baptist Church. Have you noticed in the black church, y'all remember the ushers? Y'all still got ushers in your church? They pass a basket down there. Well, go back and check your history when you get home. In the black church, the usher, I don't know whether y'all did it over Purdy Gate. You put that one arm behind your back. Did y'all ushers at Purdy Gate do that? You had to put that one hand behind your back and pass, had the gloves on too now, and pass the basket to get the money. You ever wonder why they put their hand behind their back? Because in the white church, where the slaves were, they allowed the slaves to pass the plate. But to keep the slave from stealing the money out the plate, he had to put one hand behind his back. Is this too deep for you today? Lord, it's already after 8 o'clock. It's 8:15. Let me take a commercial break. Then I'm opening up the phone line. Mr. White Man, I invite you to call me again tonight. Any other white people that want to get in on this conversation? Jesus ain't a white man. Jesus, the one y'all got on the wall, is a blonde-haired, blue-eyed homosexual. That's who he is. What do we do about racism? You can't do anything to correct racism until you correct your theology. You can't talk to me about changing black folk and white folk working together, because that's what Jesus would have us do. Which Jesus are you talking about? Rosalind B. says, I look so good tonight in my Steelers outfit. Rosalind be the first person every morning to say good morning to me when I'm playing them blues in the morning. I hope this hasn't been too deep for you. Let's take a commercial break. Then I'm going to open up the phone lines, and let's see what happens when the phone lines open. We'll be right back. Ah. You know about the Urshapod? If you wanna know where I'm going, y'all sing that? Where I'm going soon. I'm going up yonder. I ain't in a hurry to go up yonder. I'll let y'all go ahead on up yonder if you want to. Knowledge is a powerful thing. Knowledge is a powerful tool. Knowledge is not something that the white man wants you to have. They want Negroes to be clowns, idiots, and buffoons, not to have knowledge. The greatest fear of the white man is a nigger like me. A nigger that don't give a damn. A nigger that can read. You are dangerous when you read, and you're truly dangerous when you can read and comprehend. When you can read and comprehend, you are a danger to the white man that many of you have adjusted your mindset to. No, I'm in the commercial. I can't bump the commercial breaks, brother. That's my money. But I'm just speaking while we're in the commercial break. The reason that we as black folk in this country with $1.3 trillion in buying power is in the shape that we're in is because you have been indoctrinated with this white man's Bible that tells you to love that white man more than you love yourself. And as long as you believe that you are supposed to love that white man first, you messed up. See, there are some who say that the Willie Lynch letter is not real. I don't know. But when I read the Willie Lynch letter, everything in it is true. The Negro in America has been indoctrinated. You have been programmed. And the program is so deep embedded in you that you fear truth. You have a fear of the truth. You have a fear of anything that alienates you from the teachings of the white man. They got y'all believing that them brothers drove all the way from Alexandria, Louisiana to get $4,000 and some drugs. See, and we don't understand the mindset that if you want to create a negative picture about a black man, you associate him with drugs, you associate him with criminal activity. We have allowed the white man to predict to us what our mindset is supposed to be. I talk to God for myself. See, the reason folks don't support me in the church in Memphis is because they like that bullshit from the pulpit. You want to jump, holler, scream, run, and jump, and run out the door around the back of the church and come back in. You tired as a motherfucker, but that's what Jesus would have me do. But you ain't running to feed nobody. You ain't running to help nobody. You're not running to pull our boys off the street. Lord have mercy. Let me stop. Let me catch me some air. It's almost time for me to my commercial break to be over. Did you get that thing I sent you on Shirley Bachelor? Okay. Where's all this shit coming off the Cash App? Wix? Another Wix?
Wix is your website.
Huh?
Wix is the website.
Okay. Let me see it.
How much coming off? It should have been like
It's
70.
damn near all gone.
70?
That little bit that was in there.
No, I'm talking about, is it about $70?
I don't know, Nina. I haven't heard any more about that. All right, I'm in the last commercial. Will you be my lollipop, baby?
10 seconds.
Okay.
And 5, 4, 3, 2.
Make sure that you do not miss this Big Blues concert on Friday, November 29, in the gymnasium of Naked Truth Liberation and Empowerment Ministries. It's going to be off the chain BYOB. And we're going to have your little setups and stuff, your little juices and things. I got folk coming in from other parts of the country. The first 2 VIP tickets were purchased by a young lady that listens to me every morning on the blues out of Brooklyn, New York. Her and her special friend coming in. She's already made a hotel reservation at the Quality Inn, which is about 5 minutes from the church. Got our airline tickets. We're going to have a ball, y'all. It's going to be a tremendous weekend. Go get your tickets. DMC Cleaners, 62 Fairway. Also, you can go by Sherrod's Furniture, 3666 North Watkins. Two black-owned businesses that will take care of your cleaning and your furniture needs. Also, you can always come by Naked Truth Liberation and Empowerment Ministries. On Saturday, from 10 until 12, I'm going to give out groceries to 200 separate families. 200 separate families. You already have your vouchers. You received your vouchers. We fed 72 last month, 242 the month before, 200 of you. Look, it may be 300, but I'm only feeding 200 on this Saturday. You must have your voucher. Be there. It's a first come, first serve. If you ain't there, I don't want to hear your stories. Come on. Well, I ain't gonna get off my dog having a funeral at 11. Well, you better put him in the backyard. Come on and be there with us from 10 on to 12. We're looking for volunteers. You need some more volunteers? They'll need some more volunteers. They're gonna be volunteering tomorrow from what time to what time?
1 to 5.
From 1 to 5 at the church, 3835 Raleigh Millerton Road. They'll be doing the very same thing on Saturday, okay? On Saturday. And also, Saturday, you'll need the volunteers from what time? 9, was it 9 to 12? From 9 on till 12 o'clock. Also, those of you that got businesses, I got this deal for you, and it's only for tomorrow and Friday. $2,000 will get you 2 spots a night on this show. That's a visual commercial. You know what, we produce it and all that. You can get that for $2,000. $2,000 to the last day of the year. Plus, I'm throwing in 2 spots per day on the radio in the morning. Thousands of folks listen to me play them damn blues in the morning. So you getting 4 spots a day. You get in TV and radio for $2,000. I ain't got but 1,000. Well, for 1,000, we'll give you a Reed commercial on the TV and on the radio. If you got $500 down tomorrow, if you ain't got the whole 2,000, but you got $500 down, then with that $500, I'll take you for, you put it in the layaway, like you do when y'all go put them cars in the layaway. Put it in the layaway. When you get all your money, we run your spots. Okay, I ain't going nowhere. Hell, I've been doing this almost 7 years on this particular TV show. The radio show is there as well. All you got to do is call me at 231-9239. That's when I'm off the air. 231-9239. All day tomorrow after 9 o'clock tonight. If you need some advertising, call me. Got to have your money. If you got 500 down, 500 down, then we can go ahead on and do business. You got a contract and everything. All right. Give him a call now. Okay. I don't know, Nina. Nina was talking about the body, and I need to check that they found down by the river. What was that, Saturday or sometime? That it may be Miss Pandora, or it could be Tequila Hayes. Okay. All right. Let's open up the phone line. Put the number up there. All right. 901-231-9239. You can call me now, and we'll talk about this subject that we've been talking about on tonight. White supremacy white racism, white bigotry, and the Bible. Is the white gentleman still on the page? Sir, I invite you to give me a call, or anybody that you got good sense and you want to call. 901-231-9239. Let's talk about it. Here in Memphis. Go ahead.
Your caller just hung up. Press 2 to call.
Okay. 901-231-9239. Let's go back here in Memphis again.
David Jackson.
To accept, press 1.
All right, Brother Jackson, go ahead.
Pastor, how you doing?
I'm doing great, sir.
I just wanna say, look, you know, first of all, African Americans in the United States need to understand this. That everybody have children. If you wake up in the morning and you tell your kids the rules and regulations of your house, doesn't take a book for you to raise a child. That comes by natural instinct. So all this Bible and stuff.
No, let me stop you. Let me stop you. Whoa, stop. Every parent does not have natural instincts.
What now?
Every parent does not have natural instincts when it comes to raising a child.
Well, my thing is, we raise kids every day, all day. So if you have a relationship with your child, it's like the same relationship that you got with God. No matter what you call
No, it's not, brother. Because many parents don't have a relationship with their children.
You right about that?
Many parents they don't have a relationship with nobody. They're ignorant. Okay? They were ignorant. Especially if you laid down and had 29 and a half babies. No, brother. No. All right. Thank you so much. I got to move on.
Call from. To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail.
That sounds like somebody I didn't want to talk to. I'm hearing you talk foolish in the background. 901-231-9239. 901-231-9239. What is your feeling on the subject? And the white gentleman that called me last night, I more than welcome you to give me a call back since you've been on the Facebook page. Give me a call back. What is your feelings on that? Why is it that we as a people, and it is my belief, that we have been brainwashed, we have been programmed into not loving each other?
From. To accept, press 1.
No, that was the same ignorant call a few minutes ago. You ain't gonna get a chance to talk, brother. Let's go to Chicago.
Alexander Williams.
To accept, press 1. To send.
Go ahead, Mr. Williams.
Hey, Thaddeus. Good night to you. This is Alexander. Good topic, my brother. It just, like, the thing about it is, and like, as a collective and as a community, we don't want to talk about this subject. And the history with the Bible as it has to do with the institution of white supremacy and what it does to like the black mind, to the black psyche. The caller from the last night, he just didn't know what he was talking about. He wants to view things in a very colorblind society and not look at racism as a factor. I'm glad you actually, put him back into his place and you allowed him to say, hey, the black man, like Jesus is black. And like really I appreciate you, Thaddeus, for just, putting that in the forefront, brother. I salute you and keep doing what you're doing, man.
Thank you so much, brother. 901-231-9239. What's your view on it? What's your view? Why is it that you hate who you are. And maybe I need to pull out the letter. What's the name of the letter again? Hell, what is that now? I don't answer blocked numbers, so don't Willie Lynch letter. Maybe I need to pull it out. I don't answer blocked numbers. If you're not man or woman enough to identify yourself, then we don't have any conversations with you here on the Thaddeus Matthews Show. No blocked numbers whatsoever. Don't be fearful of this subject. Do you think that what I said tonight about not agreeing with all of these scriptures, that I'm damned to hell because I don't agree with the teachings that's on slavery in the Bible? Does that make me a bad person? Or does that make me a person that no longer is going to remain in the religious box that many of you have created? You've created this box. Easy money, then call in. But you got to call in on the number, brother. And if you call in with foolishness, we don't have no conversation, and you're blocked from the page and from the phone. 901-231-9239. I was waiting for the white guy to call me back.
Ricky Cole.
To accept, press 1.
Ricky Cole. Go ahead.
How you doing, Mr. Matthews?
I'm doing well. Go ahead.
Listen. Hey, listen, I was calling because I was watching your show from earlier, and I actually had this conversation with Pastor Guy on this same subject once before. Well, he was trying to explain who is supposed to be your earthly master.
I ain't got none.
That's what I was telling him. He was trying to explain. I don't have no earthly master.
I ain't-
I my word for it, guy. But he ain't my master.
I ain't got no master.
So who? That's what the Bible is. But then Pastor Guy explained it. Well, I'm gonna keep talking about somebody that's on your show, but
I mean, I know God well.
okay, but I know you, and I don't want to disrespect you because I don't want to get cursed out.
No, if it's somebody I don't like, I'll tell you I don't like him. Guy and I, Andre Guy and I are friends, so I ain't got no problem.
Yeah, well, I wanted to have permission to mention his name on your show.
Sure, go ahead. You did right.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, you know me personally from the gym. I'm up there with Goldsmith, but when you was doing the show, I just come up there and hang out with you, me and my wife a little bit. You know?
Okay.
But but my thing is with a guy that's what he couldn't. He was telling me that it's not so much as you're a person. It's just the desire of God, and I couldn't really understand. Because it's who is supposed to be man's earthly? Who am I supposed to serve as a master?
I don't serve no man as my master. I give homage only to God, the Creator, in His awesomeness. Okay, that's it. I ain't gonna.
That's what I'm saying.
You know, and yes, slavery was something that took place. There were many different forms of slavery throughout biblical history. But I ain't got nan, brother. I ain't got nan master. Not nan.
That Bible is so deep until you cannot I mean, I guess you're supposed to, but as man, it is hard to follow everything the Bible tells you to do.
A new commandment I give unto you: love your neighbor as you love yourself. That's what Jesus said, wasn't it?
And I guess that's really all you can do.
That's all you can do, brother. That's all you can do. Okay. See, if you can't comprehend God, you can't define who God is. How you gonna define somebody that ain't even got no beginning? He was here before the beginning begun. Huh? And he's everlasting. He's everlasting, bro. How do you understand that? How do you understand a God who says that my ways are as far from your ways as the east is from the west? You get a lot of these bishops, apostles, elders, reverends. You get all these people who come up with a doctrine of their own. God ain't got nothing to do with it.
Nothing to do with that. Hey, another statement you just made. You know, as the Bible say, as far as the east is from the west. Do you know if you actually do a diagram, the east is as far from the west. Also, it is as close. You gotta start somewhere. East and west is as close. You see what I'm saying?
Uh-uh.
Well, I'm just saying.
No matter, look, no matter how far, brother, no matter how far east you go, it's still some more east, ain't it?
Exactly.
All right, brother. Brother, I gotta go. This is Thaddeus Matthews show. You ain't gonna pay me nothing tonight. I can't let you have the whole show. Bye, brother.
Okay, Patty, I'll raise them up.
All right.
Call from
Go ahead.
Man, why you got on that Tennessee Titans stuff?
Man, why are you being ignorant?
I don't like you, sir.
Okay. Then bitch, get off the goddamn, off the show. Why you calling, brother? You call the show how ignorant you can be.
Well,
What, you enjoy being ignorant? I guess you did. Your mamma didn't have good damn sense. She wouldn't have screwed Renton in and had your ass. Let's go to Indianapolis.
Mr. Wilson.
Oh,
to accept, press 1. To send a voicemail,
brother, are you there? Hello? I can't hear you, brother. I can't hear you. Get off the EBT phone. Let me hear you. Get off the speakerphone, brother. I can't hear you. Take what I can't hear. No, sir.
Can you hear me now?
I hear you a little bit better. Now, what's your name, sir? Woman, let's start with this. What's your name?
Minister Wilson.
Your mama named. Wait a minute. Your mama named you minister.
My first name is Minister. Yeah, I'm a minister. Yeah.
Sir, why do you address yourself with a title?
Huh?
Why are you addressing yourself with a title?
Because I'm a youth minister. I'm a youth pastor.
Then brother, hold on. Let me teach your young ass something. When you hear the president, when the president comes, does the president address himself as President Barack Obama or President this or that? It is improper, young preacher, to address yourself with a title. Ain't nobody impressed with titles, brother. What?
Be impressed. I was just trying to get you young people down there.
No, I didn't ask you to do that. I didn't ask, brother, I didn't ask you to do that. First of all, I'm gonna correct you because you do not address yourself with a title. Your mama named you, what's,
It's not about any of us.
okay, then brother, then don't ever address yourself to anybody as I'm Minister so-and-so. Your name, Robert, Bill, whatever the damn your name happens to be. Don't address yourself with a title.
I understand, sir. I understand.
Now, what's your point? And make it quick.
My point is, I'm calling his lady, doing a good job. Thank you for everything you're doing. And if you're ever in the Indianapolis area, let us know. We would love to have you at the Army of the Lord Ministries.
At the who?
Indianapolis.
What's the name of your church?
Lord Ministries.
Army of the Lord. The Army of the Lord Ministries. Well, if I'm in Indianapolis, I'm gonna come by the Army of the Lord. Are you a soldier in the army?
Huh?
Are you a soldier in the army?
24/7, 365. So I'm 24 years old, going strong from there.
All right,
And
brother.
I'll let you know that it's important. It's important that the ministers and elders, even though they're older than us, go out and reach us. We still have problems. We still have issues in church. And it's important that y'all have the leadership and guidance as given down to us.
All right, brother. Well, keep on following me, keep following me, young preacher, and you're gonna be all right. Have a good night in Indianapolis. All right. But don't. I'm Minister so and so. Who you minister? Who gives a damn? Nobody gives a damn about your title. You don't address yourself. It is improper to address yourself with a title. I couldn't hear me though. I let the young preacher go in Indianapolis. And a lot of you young preachers, you get impressed with titles. Okay? People in the streets don't care about your title, brother. People only want the truth, brother. That's all they're looking for. Is some truth. How many more minutes I got?
15.
10. Okay. I got time for another call. Dollars, I'm official. You speaking to me? Then you gone. Okay. Yeah. Titles don't make you who you are, man. Yeah, that don't. My name is Thaddeus Matthews. You'll never hear me address myself. I'm Reverend Thaddeus Man. I'm Thaddeus. Or I'm the Thaddy Bear. The only title I deal with is the cussing pastor. That's my title. Easy money. I'm trying to spit knowledge to young people and you downplaying me. That's not God. Then man, get your ass off my page. I don't know what you're trying to spit. You can't do it on my page, brother. Did you call me? Easy money? How a Negro gonna call himself Easy Money Meech? And you trying to display that you trying to spit knowledge. Negro, you're a broke ass nigga that's trying to impress somebody. I'm trying to spit knowledge. Spit it on your damn page. That's a good page to spit it. No, I ain't got no damn Dallas Cowgirls jacket. Okay. Only weak ass folk wear Dallas Cowboy gear. Real men are stealers. You just called me. Man, I don't give a damn about whether you just called me or not. What you said was not. Get you a forum, man. Be somebody, get you a forum. You want to spit knowledge. Wasn't what the little bird left on the fence. You impressed with having a damn title. Don't nobody give a damn about you and your damn title, brother. And you young preachers, y'all get into that. I'm Bishop so-and-so. See, when you somebody, you ain't got to tell nobody who you are. When I walk in places, they know I'm either the Thaddy Bear or that Thaddeus Matthews is. The white people know. They go to whispering. He be on TV. When you say, go ahead. Who is it?
Press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Go ahead.
What's going on, Mr. Thaddeus?
Mr. Who?
That is.
Mr. Thaddeus.
Okay, I'll be Thaddeus. Go ahead, brother.
How long you been a silver thing?
Man, are you going to talk to me about my issue? Man, don't call me with the ignorance. Okay? I don't want you, don't call me asking me no damn question, brother. We talking about an issue. Man, get your monkey ass off the phone. Grown ass men. We talking about an issue. A Steelers fan. Hell, you can see I'm a Steelers fan. Unless your ugly ass blind. Your mammy need to go get you some damn bifocals or something. Hell, you can see I'm a Steelers fan. Damn. We talking about issue and all an ignorant ass Negro can do. You a Steelers fan? No, I just got it on because I didn't have nothing else in the closet to put on. I stopped by the damn Goodwill, and this all the Goodwill people had for me to put on, including my damn hat, so my head wouldn't get cold on this morning. Ignorant ass. That's the reason that black folk, you can't stay focused. Damn. Easy money, get your monkey ass off my page. See, that's what's wrong with young folk. Y'all think y'all got the damn answers. You still got Similac on your damn breath because your mama ain't putting the titty in your mouth no more. Used to be, you got titty milk. Y'all ain't got no titty milk. Your mammas went and got some of that Similac and stuff, and they give you that Similac because they were too damn lazy to put a titty in your mouth. When you was on the titty, you was better. I'll tell you what, when you was getting titty milk, the milk that God put in a titty, what you think God made a titty for? He made some big titties and some little titties. Even in the little titty, you got enough nutrients in them to feed a baby. Or but when you got them double D's, E's, F's, and G's, you can feed a whole family. Go ahead, Tommy.
Your caller just hung up. Press 2.
No, Mr. White Man, that was Tom. Go ahead.
Sorry, I didn't catch that. Press 2 to call.
Tommy! Go ahead, Tommy.
You're having trouble. Please try calling again later.
No, Tommy called me back. I ain't telling you the truth. Y'all made your babies crazy when y'all took them off the titty. You did. When you started putting chemicals into your baby's body, man-made chemicals, Negroes went crazy. They did. They went crazy. As long as your children were sucking a titty, you had some good sense. That's the reason I got good sense. I try to stay on titty myself. Let the church say amen. Woo. I may need to talk about this again tomorrow night. Change it up a little bit. Since white folk, the white man said we need to come together, I want to hear from white people tomorrow night that want to tell me how we gonna do it. That's a good show. How, white people, what's your plan to bring us together other than telling me about the love of God? What's your plan? Can you accept me as a black man? Are you going to invest into the black community? Are you going to give some of your dollars that we made for you? Are you going to invest it into the black community? Are you going to give black folk who work for you and have made you rich, are you going to give them a fair wage for a fair day's work? Yeah, so fair wage for a fair day's work. So tomorrow night. Somebody said these double D's got my back hurting. Baby, get you some vapor rub. And see, I want to check out something. Quit cutting your titties off. What you laughing at, damn? Why y'all cut your titties off? God gave you big titties for a reason. I'm gonna give me a breast reduction. See, here's somebody said they got their breasts reduced a notch. What for? God gave you them breasts. Okay? God gave you the breasts. Y'all keep on saying in church, he won't put no more on you than you can bear, which ain't scripture. What, Dale?
What did a Vicks Vapor Rub do?
What?
What did a Vicks Vapor Rub do?
What? She said her back was hurting. Get some ointment and rub your back. Yeah, but y'all cutting the titties off and cutting them down. Yeah. 289-8566. I'm not going to talk to you. I got 2 minutes. Cutting good titties off. God. God done gave you a nice titty. Hot Springs, Arkansas. You want,
From
This Dennis.
sir? I can't talk to you now. It's time for me to go. Will you call me back tomorrow night?
Brother, I knew we had something in common. We're Steelers fans. Have a good one, bro.
Hey, bro, we'll talk tomorrow night, okay? You can't wait till the end of the show to call me. Yeah. Folk cutting off good titties.
He sent you a picture too,
Of how he looked
when he was young.
when he was younger. Okay. Quit cutting. Why? That's a question. I wish I had some more time. Why women cut their titties down? I like big titties myself. I buy milk by the gallon. Ah! Shoot. Who want to wrap their lips around nothing but a nipple? I seen the women ain't got nothing but a nipple. Damn, what the rest of it at, baby? You said, come on now.
Do your reads.
You need to drop your pants so I can see what's here. Because all you got is a nipple. Okay. These are the Reed commercials. All right, Goldsmith Security Academy. If you need a handgun carry permit here in the state of Tennessee, call, he's one of my security people, Sean Goldsmith. Handgun carry permit classes are 8 hours, security guard classes, armed and unarmed. If you are a security guard, you need your certification. Call him. His classes are available 24 hours a day. Call him at 901-634-8384. 901-634-8384. Also, if you need some t-shirts made, the guy that does all of my t-shirts is my friend John with D2G Screenshots, located at 3189 North Watkins. 3189 North Watkins, here in the city of Memphis. Direct to garment printing, quick turnaround, no minimums required. If you want one t-shirt or 100, he can do it. No screen setups, no color limits, high quality images, D2G Screenshot. If you can take a picture of it, snap it, send it, wear it. I'm going to, like I got a new Custom Pastor logo. I'm going to have him, did you tell John to put that on something for me?
I did.
Okay. For class reunion, the dead people church, you know, when the people dead, y'all like put their pictures on there, rest in peace, like they can see the damn pictures on your clothes. Some of y'all need to take some of that money, y'all putting pictures on there and get your kin peoples a decent funeral. Parties, all of that stuff. Maybelline, Georgia, I can't talk to you now, I gotta go. D2G Screenshot, snap it, send it, and wear it. All right. Is that about all? Okay. I got to get my boys' mentoring class back. Everybody done faded out on me. All the men that talked all that stuff about what they was going to do to help me with these boys. I ain't got nobody but brother James Hunter. All the other men that did all that lying and coming out, I'm going to be there for the boys. Okay. All right. Hey, don't forget about the advertising. These are Reed commercials. If you ain't got the $2,000, for $1,000, I'll do a read for you every night here on the Thaddeus Matthews Show. But I'm still wanting to know why y'all cut them titties off. God gave y'all them titties. And when they full of milk, they get full of milk when you're pregnant, right? That's so that the baby can have an ample supply of what he needs. You won't have to keep running back to Kroger's and Walgreens because God done gave it to you. And y'all go cutting your titties off. Then when y'all reduce your titties, they start to sagging because you got to take, don't you have to take something out the titty? The titties, the skin's still there. Okay, I'm going. Hey, join me at 6 a.m. in the morning, a.m. 1600 WMQM. Until then, top of the evening to you.